how's it going, y'all? My name is Nick. This is the Inverted.Visions YouTube channel, and welcome to another episode of Game Trax. I recently got this guy in the mail. This is the Retro USB AVS. It is a modern NES console that plays NES games, Famicom games. It's got 4 controller ports. It's got an HDMI out. It's a great experience for playing old NES cartridges on a modern display. It's also got cheats and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Different color palette swaps. Anyway, it's a cool console. You should check it out if you're interested in playing NES games on modern TV. But I'm playing a bunch of Nintendo games right now, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to go over some cool music that I'm hearing in some of the games that I'm playing. This is not a comprehensive list of like the best NES music or like the most obscure music. It's just kind of some great songs from the games that I've been playing from my personal collection. So I hope you enjoy this video of some cool NES music. Starting things off with a classic, this is Mega Man 2, released in 1988, developed and published by Capcom for the Nintendo Entertainment System. I actually have a little story about this one, so I'll tell this quickly. Back when I was a kid, I had the Mega Man Anniversary Collection for the GameCube, which was a compilation that had Mega Man 1 through 8, as well as the 2 arcade games from the Mega Man original series. And I loved that game as a kid, despite the GameCube version having reversed A and B buttons on that game for some odd reason. Not sure why they decided to do that. Anyway, I was so into the music in the Mega Man that I would record my TV speakers onto a cassette and play it back like when I was doing homework or just hanging out or something. I really liked the music from this game as a kid, and I still do now. It made it my first memory of really digging game music, but it's definitely an early memory of me. I loved these songs, and I really dug how the developers and the composers created music with just like sound waves. It's so basic, but it still evokes so much emotion. So this is Crash Man Stage from Mega Man 2. I hope you enjoy it. This next one is the stage theme from Gyrus, a Konami arcade game that was ported to the NES in 1988. It's a Konami game, but in America, it's released by Ultra Games, which was a subsidiary of Konami. Back in the 80s, Nintendo had a really tight clamp on the gaming industry, and they only allowed publishers to release 5 games a year. So to get around that, companies would release games under their subsidiary names, and Konami's at the time was Ultra Games. So with that out of the way, let me talk about the actual song. This is also kind of interesting. So this song is actually an arrangement of Bach's Toccata and Fugue. So it's a classical piece that has kind of been recreated with the NES's sound chip and sound font. And it's also actually supposed to be kind of an arrangement or a take on the band Sky's version of Toccata. So I hope you enjoy the stage theme from Gyrus. Next up, we have Tetris. This is the classic falling block puzzle game from 1989. I think everybody knows Tetris, everybody kind of knows how to play it, and everyone's played it before. Even if you're not even a gamer, you've played Tetris. And it's got a crazy history that is actually really interesting. If you want to check it out, there's actually a video by the gaming historian that lays the whole thing out. It's like an hour-long video that's really interesting. Anyway, this song is actually, I think, kind of interesting as well, because I think everybody mostly knows Tetris for the A theme, which is like the dun, da, 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 dun, like the Russian folk song that is really widely known because of Tetris. But I want to highlight the C theme from the NES version of Tetris. I think this song has a great kind of like mystical sound to it that is perfect for Tetris. I always get like zoned in when I play the NES version because of this song. And the graphics too. The NES version I think is really cool. This song was composed by Hirokazu Tanaka, who is a really prolific video game composer who goes by Chip Tanaka these days and does like DJ sets and stuff like that. So this is the C theme from Tetris on the NES. I hope you enjoy. Next up, we have a pretty surreal track. It's actually a pretty surreal game in general. This is Marble Madness, released in 1984 in the arcades by Atari, and it was released in 1989 on the NES and was ported to the NES by Rare. Marble Madness is interesting for a couple of reasons. Number one, it was designed by Mark Cerny, the guy who designed the PS4 and the PS5. It was also one of the first games to be in true stereo sound in the arcade, which was just like totally unheard of in 1984. It also used like a trackball as its controller, so it's got a lot of innovation in there. And I think the NES port is really good. It's a really nice recreation of the arcade game, and I think the music holds up really well. So this song is the intermediate song from Marble Madness, and I hope you enjoy it. It's pretty weird. Actually, real quick before I continue on, I just looked up Mark Cerny's kind of like game track record, and I didn't realize that he also like produced Sonic 2, all the classic Crash and Spyro games, a lot of like modern games like the Jak and Daxter franchise. Mark Cerny is, yeah, he's one of those guys. He's everywhere. So yeah, this is Marble Madness. Sorry, I just had to say that. Enjoy. Next up, we have a creepy track. This is Castlevania III: Dracula's Curse, released in 1990 in North America by Konami. The name of this song is Anxiety, and I think I've heard this song in my head a couple times when I've felt kind of nervous in a group of people. So this is Anxiety from Castlevania III. I hope you enjoy. Alright y'all, we're down to our last track. This is Kirbys Adventure, released in 1993 for the NES. This was developed by HAL Laboratory and published by Nintendo. Just a little context, the Super Nintendo released in 1991 in North America. So this game came out 2 years after the Super Nintendo was released. So the developers really had a handle on the NES hardware, and you can tell by the graphics and the music. So this is High Hills or Yogurt Yard from Kirbys Adventure. I hope you enjoy it. think that about does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for clicking. I really do appreciate it. I usually don't do this, but if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel, that'd be awesome. And if there's anybody out there you know, a friend or a family member who's into music or into video games or has a soft spot for some retro stuff, send them this video. Maybe they'll like it too. And I'd love to get to 100 subscribers. How crazy would that be? So that was my look at a couple cool NES songs. If you have any interest in the AVS, I would check out Retro USB's website. This is a great device, and if there's anybody out there who's interested in my opinions on this device, let me know. Maybe I'll talk about it at some point in the future. So with that out of the way, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and happy gaming.